In the following question, we are asked to find the future value. So we've got an amount invested. We're investing, $52,161 for 8 years at an interest rate of 4% compounded semi-annually. What does that mean? That means that whoever we're lending the money to is going to pay out interest twice a year, and they're going to pay it out at 4%. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the future value, and the future value is usually represented by this letter A. So I'm going to put A right here next to the word future value. That way you know. All right, so that's what we're calculating. P is the principal, the present value. What is it that we're investing today? So let's write down everything that we know. P is 52,161. Okay. Now we're going to invest this for 8 years. All right. And we're going to compound semi-annually. Well, what does that mean in terms of a year? Semi-annual, semi meaning two, twice a year. So N equals 2. So they're going to pay out interest 2 times a year. And the effective interest rate is 4%. And we need to represent 4% as a decimal, so I will put it as 400ths. And there it is. Now all we do is plug everything into this really nice formula here, and then you'd evaluate it on your calculator. All right, I don't think anybody would expect you to do this one by hand unless they were giving you simple enough information. So let's see, 1 plus, and then we've got the 400ths divided by 2 because that's how many times we're compounding. And then the exponent here will be 8 times 2 because it's 8 years and twice a year. So we plug that in there. What this works out to be is something that looks like this. This right here evaluates to be 1.02 to the 16th power because we multiply these right here. And when we calculate this, when everything's said and done, your initial investment of $52,161 would grow to be $71,605.88. Okay, so this is how much would be in your account after 8 years. So let's think about this for a second. This is not the amount of interest that you've earned. This is the future value of your account that you've invested in. Okay, so to calculate the interest earned, you would take this 71,000 and this 52,000 and you would subtract. So that's how you'd figure out how much interest was earned. But this right here is just the future value. It's, we're investing this today in 8 years at 4% compounded twice a year. How much would be in our account? This is how much would be in our account. So just a little under, a little under 20,000 that you'd be making, but pretty interesting how it works out. So this is an example of calculating future value.